Okay, one more thing. Alright, let's do 15 squats. We gotta go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Stay low. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up a little higher. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. A little higher. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sunrise Tai Chi. Let's begin. Sore. Wellness training. Okay, time to start class. What are you talking about?
Hi, welcome. This is Maggie Grove. We're shooting for Heart Alchemy, and we're at Be Hot Yoga Studio here in Costa Mesa, California. Please enjoy your 60-minute class. So everyone, come to standing in the center of your yoga mat, feet together, toes and heels touching. And now interlace all 10 fingers underneath your chin so that your knuckles and chin are glued together. Take a moment to pull up on your thighs, rock the body weight into your heels and squeeze your glutes. And let's begin to inhale long and deep by the nose as your elbows lift all the way up towards the ceiling. Long, deep inhale. Good. Exhale. Drop your head all the way back. Squeeze your hands, palms, wrist, and touch your elbow tips together away from your chest. And inhale. Chin goes down, parallel to the floor. Your eyes look forward. Find yourself in the mirror, elbows up. Exhale, drop your head all the way back and open up your mouth. Exhale by your mouth, touch your elbows. Inhale, chin down. Bring your chin down, bring your chin down. Look forward in the mirror, chin down, elbows up. Exhale, drop your head all the way back. Squeeze your hands, palms, wrists. Touch your elbow tips together. Inhale, chin goes down, parallel to the floor. Eyes open. Open your eyes, look forward. Eyes open. Exhale, open your eyes, look up on the ceiling. Keep your eyes open. You're gonna have a moving meditation here. Inhale, chin goes down. Look in your eyes in the mirror. And now take in more air. Exhale, drop your head all the way back. Pull your navel in towards your spine. Good. And inhale, chin goes down. Parallel to the floor, shoulders down as your elbows lift. And exhale, open your mouth and push all the air out of the lungs. We're increasing our lung capacity. Inhale, let's do a couple more. pull up on your thighs, squeeze your glutes, strong base. Exhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, drop your head back. Now your spine is perfectly straight. There's no backward bending.
Yeah.
Inhale, chin goes down, and now get a little bit taller. Lift up, stretch up, and exhale. Have the head drop all the way back. Navel pushes into the spine. Feel your ribs wrap around your lungs, and inhale. Last one. Long, deep, slow breath. Try to take in more air. Keep inhaling. Exhale. Drop your head all the way back. Triceps are parallel to the floor as you push the air out. Good, and change. Arms down by your side. Roll out your shoulders for a moment if you need to. And let's move on to our first pose, half moon pose. Inhale your arms up over your head sideways. Interlace all 10 fingers. Release your index finger across your thumbs. Feet are together, toes and heels touch. Arms and ears are one piece. Inhale, breathing, stretch up and bend your body right and left, several times. Right and left, right and left. Feel a nice stretch down both sides of the body. Good, let's come to stop in the middle. Bring your eye gaze forward, body weight in the heels. Take an inhale breath, lift up, get as tall as you can, and gently bend your body to the right side of the room as you push your hips out to the left beyond your flexibility. Now look forward and just listen carefully. Close your mouth and breathe in and out by your nose. Look forward in the mirror and bring your chin away from your chest. Keep your eyes open and find a focal spot for you to look at. Body weight is in the heels of your feet. Pull up on your thighs, squeeze your glutes, and push your hips out to the left. So on the left side of your body, you're feeling a bones to skin stretch, inside out all over. Use your right arm to pull on your left arm as you push your hips out a little bit deeper, and change. Come on up and stop in the middle. Take a moment. Inhale, lift up, get nice and tall, and now bend your body to the left. Push your hips out to the right beyond the flexibility. Now look in the mirror. Lock out your elbows. Squeeze your arms against your ears. Good, bring your chin away from your chest and pull your arms back a little bit more. See if you can get your arms behind your ears. Keep the breath moving in and out by your nose. If you're not breathing, you might have gone a little too far. Now please look forward, chin up. Use your left arm to pull on your right arm. Right side of your body. Deep, deep stretching sensation. Body weight in your heels. Last little bit. Push your hips out. Pull the arms, come all the way down. And inhale. Come on up and stop in the center. Take a moment. We're going to backward bend. Squeeze your glutes and push your hips forward. Inhale. Lift your chest up to the ceiling and drop your head back. Look for the wall behind you and eyes back, arms back. Look back, go back. Complete backward bending. Body weight in the heels. Squeeze the butt. Push it forward to the front of the room. Try to bring your arms back a little bit deeper. Inhale, change. Come on up, stop in the middle. Take a moment. Take a breath. Get nice and long as you inhale, and as you exhale, fold the body forward. You got it. Come on down. Bend your knees if you need to. We're still warming up. And you're going to separate your hands on the floor and shake your head out yes and no. Bend your knees right and left, right and left. We're just getting everything nice, loose, easy, comfortable, flexible, all that good stuff that we're here for this morning. And let's set up our next pose, hands to feet. So bend your knees and grab your heels from behind. And stepping on all 5 fingers in each hand, you're going to bend your knees and wrap your elbows around the back of your legs. So now your stomach is on your thighs. Bend your knees to get your tummy on your thighs. Chest is on your knees. Bend your knees a little more if you need to. And then drop your head. Let your head hang like a bowling ball. It weighs 10 to 12 pounds. And try to touch your face on the legs below the knees. And begin. Push your hips up towards the ceiling. Beautiful. Bend your arms at the elbows. Wrap your elbows around the backs of the legs as you pull. Roll some body weight forward into your toes. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, try to go a little bit deeper. Let your head drop. Let it hang. Try to touch your whole face on your legs below the knees. Let's open up your lower back. Open up your whole entire spine. Open up your legs. You have one more inhale. Go a little deeper and change. Arms and ears together. Inhale. Pull the body up. Good. Exhale. Arms down by your side. And you just take an inhale and an exhale. Our next pose is called awkward pose. Right foot steps to your right, 6 inches between your toes and your heels. You have the mirror, which is great. Your heels are invisible behind your toes. Inhale your arms up so that they're parallel to the floor. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, sit down like you're sitting in a chair. Stick your butt out like you want to put a butt print on this back wall behind you, and you're going to sit all the way down. Good. Now maximum body weight back into the heels of your feet. Reach your arms forward, pull your navel in, and keep your chest lifted. That's going to help you so you don't fall down backwards. You're doing great. Body weight in the heels, and then push up to standing. Keep your arms there. Come up high on your toes. This is your first step. Just get your balance here. If you're not balancing, stay here. If you're balancing, bend your knees. So you want to go high on your toes. It's not about how low you can sit here. How high can you get your heels up in the air? So your big and second toe are plugged down into the floor. Your spine is perfectly straight like you're leaning against a wall behind you. Change. Please come on up. Heels go down. Keep your arms there. Go a little bit on the toes and squeeze your knees together. Wrap your outer thighs in. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, just like you're sliding down a wall behind you, you're going to come onto the toes. The heels are going to lift in the air. Try to get all the way down towards the heels of your feet. Now keep your arms strong. They're helping you balance. Keep your focus forward. Don't look down. You don't want to fall down. You want to stay lifted. Pull your navel in. Now try to point your knees down to the floor. If I was to drop a ball on your lap, it would roll off your lap down onto the floor. Squeeze your knees tight and slide up that wall behind you. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Good. Right foot back to left. Arms down by your side. Take an inhale. Exhale. Good. Use that breath. Your breath is your fuel, so keep the breath flowing. Eagle pose. Inhale. Arms reach up over your head sideways, and your right arm swings under your left. Right arm goes under your left. Your thumb goes in front of your face. Take an inhale breath, and as you exhale, sit on down. Sit on down like you're sitting in a chair, and then bring your right leg high up and over. You're doing great. Right leg goes high up and over. Good. Now you're going to squeeze your knees together and try to wrap your toes around the back of the calf.
The shoulders.
See what you can do there. This pose is all about compression. We're compressing the knees together. We're pulling the elbows down. Pull the navel in. Lift your chest up. Sit down. Change. Arms come up over your head sideways. And now swing your left arm under your right arm. Left arm underneath the right. What's left? What's right? It gets confusing. Take an inhale. Exhale, sit on down, nice and low. And let's bring the left leg high up and over. Here you go. Yeah. Good. Now squeeze your knees together. If your toes aren't going there just yet, point them to the direction you want them to go. Now if you're losing your balance, you got to sit down a little bit more. Keep your chest lifted and pull your navel in. Get nice and strong here. Get a little bit shorter and change. Inhale, arms up over your head. Exhale, arms down by your side. If you want a quick little sip of water, right now is a good time. Throughout the class, help yourself to water, but just in between the poses and not during the poses. And if you ever feel like it's a little too much, you can just sit down with your spine straight on your yoga mat and then join back in when you're ready. And only you know when you need to do that. As a teacher, I'm here just to guide you, but really use this class to really just hone in on listening to what you need. Feet together, toes and heels touching. Let's do some balancing. So feet together, toes and heels touch. You look forward. Bring the body weight into your left leg. Lift your right thigh up so it's parallel to the floor. Keep your leg here. Pull your navel in, round forward and down, and grab your foot. Interlace all 10 fingers. Try to get even your thumb underneath your foot as best you can. Now look forward. The first thing you're going to do is just balance. Make the left leg strong and solid in one piece. If you're wobbling, if you can't balance, that's fine. Stay here. If you know this pose, you want to do more, the right heel is going to kick out. The right toes flex back and the heel kicks out. If you've fallen out, you just get back on it, no big deal. If you know the pose, go for it. Elbows down below the calf. Once your elbows get down below the calf, you can bring your chin to your chest and your forehead to the knee. But listen to your body. Is your leg wobbling? Is it hard to balance? Stay in the first part. You've got your whole entire life to practice these poses. Good, and change. Feet together, toes and heels touch. And just take a breath. Keep it simple. Simple does not mean easy, but it means just take a breath and then you move on. Right leg strong, left thigh up. Navel pulls in, you're gonna round forward and down, get a nice grip. Bring your thumb underneath your foot.
Okay.
Now look in the mirror, focus Concentrate and meditate. Right leg, solid, one piece. Pull up on the right thigh. Pull your navel in. If you have this, it's easy for you. You need more. Then and only then, you kick the left heel forward. Toes back and heel out. Once that leg is straight, parallel to the floor, you know what you're going to do. You're going to pull your elbows down. Now, if you're not there, just look forward. Lock out your right leg. Make it solid, strong, like a lamppost, concrete. Last little bit. Do the best you can for your last 3, 2, 1. And change. Feet together, toes and heels touch. Palms to your lower back, a little backward bend if it feels good. And moving on to standing bow. Feet together, toes and heels touching. The right elbow is going to touch your body. The hand palm is going to face up towards the ceiling. Drop your hand straight down and pick up your foot from the inside at the ankle. And then bring your knees together to touch and bring your left arm up towards your ear. This is the first step. If this is enough, you're just going to stay right here. You're going to lock out your left leg. Once you have this, you move on. Start to kick your right foot straight to the back of the room. It kicks back and up and it pulls your right shoulder open. And as you kick your foot up, your body's going to start to go down. Look forward in the mirror. Keep your chin away from the chest. I'd like to help you with your foot. Let go of your foot. No. Keep that left leg locked out, strong and solid. Reach your left fingertips forward as you kick your right toes up as high as you can. And then change. Feet together, toes and heels touch. Take an inhale. And an exhale. Good. Left side. I like that, Sophia. Ready to go. Drop your left hand down. Pick up your left foot from the inside. And the right arm comes up. This is the first step. You can stay here the whole time if this is what you need to do. Lock out the right leg. Strong, solid, one piece. When you're ready, start. Kick your left foot straight back. Have it pull open your left shoulder. I'd like to help you. Let go. Stretch and reach forward with your right fingertips. Grab it from there. Yes. Reach your right fingertips forward to the front mirror. Keep your right leg locked out, strong and solid. Great focus. Concentration, determination, stamina, strength, endurance. These are all the things you're increasing every second you stay in these postures. Try to kick your toes up a little bit higher. Toes up, reach and stretch forward, and release. Feet together, toes and heels touch. Take an inhale. And an exhale. Feel how alive you are. I can feel all your hearts beating. It's great. Take a step to the back of your yoga mat, but if you're very close to the back wall, don't step back too far. Feet together, toes and heels touch. Inhale, arms up over your head. Interlace your fingers, release your index finger, cross your thumbs. Take an inhale breath. Step forward on your left foot. Point your right toes. Get your balance here first, and then you bring your body down and your leg up. Trying to look like the capital T as in Tom. Now point your right toes like you're trying to push a button on the back wall. Look on the floor, 2 feet in front of your yoga mat. Lock out your elbows, lock out your knees. Stretch forward and reach back. Change, step on back. Good, keep your arms up. And now step forward with your right foot. So you lock out your right leg, you point your left toes, and you come on in. Good, body down and leg up. Point your left toes. Reach your fingertips forward. Work on the balance of that right leg. Pull your navel in. Drop your left hip down. Left hip goes down, down, down. Work your 2 hips in one line as you stretch and reach. Change. Come on back. Arms down by your side. Take an inhale. And an exhale. Everyone stay here. Just look to your left. And if someone is standing right next to you, then one person step forward and one person stay right there. All right, now everyone come to stand on the right side of your yoga mat. Off your yoga mat onto the floor. Feet together, toes and heels touching. Good. So if your neighbor is right next to you, just make room for everybody. Inhale your arms up over your head sideways. And as you exhale, the left foot will step out to the left, a nice big step. Pull your arms back. Legs are straight. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, swan dive the body forward. Come all the way down. All the way down. And now grab your feet from the outside. Now if you can't grab those feet, grab onto your ankles, grab onto your calves, grab onto what you can. The toes are in a little bit like a pigeon. Now the first thing you're going to work on is locking out your knees. Gently push your knees back and straighten out your legs. Once your legs are straightened, then and only then start to pull by using your arms. Bend your arms at the elbows and pull on your feet, trying to get your forehead to touch the floor. Your eyes are open. You're looking in between your two big toes. You're going to take an inhale, and as you exhale, you just go a little bit deeper. If your elbows are bending, bring your shoulders away from your ears. Use your upper body strength. Pull your navel in. You're going to take an inhale breath. As you exhale, just go a little bit deeper here and change. Look forward in the mirror. Come all the way up. Feet together, arms up over your head sideways. Am I confusing everybody? And then arms down by your side. Usually we step to the left. Okay, come to step on the left side of your mat. That's what's confusing everybody. Step on the left side of your mat onto these wonderful floors. I think it's called zebra flooring. It's like a big yoga mat. Okay. Let's do triangle pose. Arms up over your head sideways. And your right foot steps out to your right, a nice big step, and your arms come down parallel to the floor. So your legs, open them up. They're like 4 feet, bigger than last time. Turn your right toes out to face the right side of the room. Bring your left toes in a little bit. Push your hips forward, and then bend your right knee. You're going to bend your right knee, and you're going to try to get that right thigh to be parallel to the floor. You can just open up your legs a little bit wider. Keep your arms there. Flip your palms to face the mirror. Pull your navel in, and then bring your right elbow down in front of your right knee as you stretch and reach your left fingertips up towards the ceiling. Now here, the left leg is straight. Pull up on the left thigh. Squeeze the left butt cheek. No body weight on the fingertips against the floor. Can you get your fingertips in between your big and your second toe? Right thigh parallel to the floor. Right elbow is pushing against the right knee as you stretch and reach those arms apart. Change, come on up, very nice. Let's bring the right toes in and then bring the left toes out. And bring those right toes in even just a little bit more to give you a solid foundation. Hips push forward first, and now bend your left knee. And sit on down nice and low. Arms back, palms face the mirror. Inhale. As you exhale, go on in left elbow in front of your left knee. Good. So right leg, strong, solid. Push the outside edge of your right foot down into the floor. Gently, that left elbow is pushing against the left knee. And you can bring your right arm back just an inch or two to start to twist your upper body, spiraling open your chest and your heart center as you reach your arms apart. Change, come on up, doing great. Feet together, arms up over your head, step to the left. Arms down by your side, and just look forward. This really gets a heart rate going, that triangle pose. So take an extra breath. Look forward. Great. Standing separate leg, forehead to knee. Arms up over your head sideways. Bring your palms to a prayer position. Thumbs are crossed. Keep your arms with your ears. Right foot steps out to your right, just 3 feet. So not as wide. Just clear your yoga mat. Pivot on your heels to face the right side of the room. And you're going to bring your left toes in. And your left hip is going to push forward a few times. Take an inhale breath. Tuck your chin to your chest, choke your throat, look at your navel, and round down through your spine. Come all the way down to bring your forehead on the knee. Now, separate your hands on the floor. It's going to help you balance. If you can't get your forehead on the knee, bend your right knee as much as you need to get your forehead and knee to touch. Bring these back toes in. Just your toes. Just your toes. Yes. Your forehead pushes against the knee, stimulating the pineal and the pituitary gland. Your throat is choked, working into the thyroid and the parathyroid. So all these little tiny things are creating a master health for your body. Forehead pushes to the knee, throat is choked. Push your forehead to the knee, try to straighten out your front leg a few times. And then change, palms together, pull up on your thighs, round on up. Pivot to face the front of the room, pivot to face the other side of the room. So now the right toes, your back toes are going to come in about 45 degrees and your right hip is going to push forward. Take an inhale breath. As you exhale, tuck your chin to your chest. Look at your belly button and round down through the spine. Come all the way down until your forehead and knee are going to touch. Good. Now bend your left knee. If your forehead and knee are touching, no big deal. You can bend your forehead. How do you do that? Bend your knee to get your forehead onto your knee. Good. Now look at your belly button and suck it in. Try to get more of your tummy up and off of your thigh. Throat is choked. Your eyes are open. We're flushing out the adrenals. We're stretching out the kidneys. Doing so many great things to increase your health and your vitality. Hands, palms come back together. Round up through the spine. Pull your navel in. Come all the way up. Pivot to face the front of the room. And step to the left, feet together, arms down by your side. And just take an inhale and an exhale. Good. Come to the center of your mat. We have just, can you believe it? Just one more standing posture called tree pose in half lotus. Feet together, toes and heels touch. Bring your body weight onto your left leg. Use both hands to pick up your right foot and then grab your right foot from the inside with your left hand. And then your right hand can come to the center of your chest, your other right leg. Now just look in the mirror and try to calm your breath. Allow that right knee to just gently drop down, and the right knee just gently pushes back. The two shoulders are in one line, the spine is long. And then change. Come on out of the pose, feet together, toes and heels touch. Body weight to the right leg, and we're going to pick up our left foot. So use both hands. You can use both hands to get your foot up. Think of the foot being up by like your bikini line. And then the left hand goes center of your chest. So the spine is nice and long here. The shoulders push down away from the ears. That left knee just drops, and very gently the left knee pushes back. And you take a few breaths. And change. Feet together, toes and heels touch. If you'd like a sip of water, right now is a good time. And then you're going to turn around and lie down in Shavasana. Flip your palms to face the ceiling and your heels touch, and then your toes will flop out to either side of the room. Please have your eyes open and just find a little focal point a few inches down and just rest your eyes on that one spot. Try to bring your breath in and out by the nose and have your legs long on the floor. As I was saying earlier, your breath is your fuel. So stay with your breath in and out by the nose. Still your mind by stilling your gaze. Wind removing pose. Please bend your right knee and interlace your fingers 2 inches below your right knee and pull on your right knee down towards your right shoulder. Pull until you feel some compression in that right hip joint. And if the left calf has come off the floor, then flex your left toes back towards your face and lengthen your left leg on the floor. And if your left shoulder's off the floor, roll some body weight back into your left side. Just one more breath. Pull a little deeper. And change. Let your right leg down. The left leg lifts up. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, pull the knee down towards your shoulder. If the right shoulder's off the floor, anchor the right shoulder back down onto the floor. Good, just pull until you feel some compression. And breathe, keep it simple. You get yourself into the pose and you take a few breaths. Let the body have a compression, starting to heal. And gently release. And now both legs lift up. Give yourself a big hug. Try to grab your elbows into the palms of your hands. If that's not happening, grab onto your forearms, or you can gently grab your wrist. Now the feet are together side by side, so your two big toes are in alignment with each other. Then relax your feet. Squeeze your knees into your chest. Keep your head on the floor, but just a little bit. Tuck your chin down a little bit to lengthen through the back of the neck. Your knees to your chest and gently just start to get another vertebra lengthening long on the floor. Eventually your whole spine will be nice and long. And change. Bring your legs down. Shavasana. Palms face up towards the ceiling. And keep it simple. Take a breath. Inhaling. Exhaling. Good. Let's do a sit-up. If you've got any lower back issues, things like that, You can skip the sit up and just roll over to your side. Everyone else, let's do it. Your arms come up over your head. You cross your thumbs. You flex your toes back towards your face. You inhale. You sit up. And then double blast exhale by the mouth as you touch your toes and fold over your legs. Good. Let's turn around. We're going to get into Cobra Pose. Lay down on your tummy. Bring your palms flat on the floor. Now, if you're close to the back wall, move your mat forward. You don't want your toes to touch the wall behind you. So your palms are flat. Your fingertips go down below your shoulders. Your elbows go up in the air. Good. Now, bring your legs together for your cobra's tail. So your toes are going to touch. You're going to pull up on your thighs. You're going to push your hips down into your mat. And inhale, breathing gently. Just peel your upper body up off the floor just to your ribs. It's a little cobra. Eyes look up towards the ceiling. Your shoulders are down. The elbows pull in. Feel the shoulder blades pinch a little closer together. Keep your toes on the floor. Keep pulling up on your thighs. Are you breathing? Just take one more breath and come on down. Turn to face the right side of the room. Bring your arms long by your side. So once again, just a few moments in between each pose. So just breathe. You just take a moment just to focus on one inhale and one exhale. Beautiful. Let's do half locust pose. Flip your palms to face the floor, and then you bring your arms under your body. Try to have your elbows be straight all the way under your body. Good. Your chin is out. Your neck is long on the floor. You can see yourself in the mirror perhaps. Right leg is nice and strong, and lift your right leg up off the floor. Just your right leg. Good. Now point your right toes. Drop your right hip bone down towards the floor to compress that right forearm. It's going to help things like carpal tunnel, tennis elbow, all that kind of stuff that happens to us. And then bring your right leg down. And left leg lifted on up. Point your left toes, make your leg long, and that left hip bone is down on that left forearm. Husband plays the guitar. He can barely play it anymore in this pose. All the gripping with the Bikram poses, all these compression poses. Within weeks, he was totally fine. Great, release it on down. So lots of good things are happening in your body. Bring your mouth down on your towel and readjust your arms. See if you get them closer together under your body. Maybe your pinkies can touch. Now this time we're going to do both legs. So have your mouth down on your yoga mat. Squeeze your legs together, touch your toes, squeeze your butt. Take an inhale as you exhale. There you go, legs up. Both legs up off the floor. Keep your mouth down to protect your neck. Lock your knees and point your toes. Squeeze your butt. Push the body weight forward through your arms into your chest and your shoulders as your legs lift up. And release. Come on down. Release your arms out from under your body and please turn to face the left. As you face the left, find one focal point with your eyes, whether it's your towel or your yoga mat, and just still your gaze there as you take a breath. Good, full locust pose. Chin is out, neck is long on the floor. Bring your arms out to the side like a bird. Touch your toes. You have one solid leg that we've been working on. You're ready to go. I like it. Take an inhale breath and let's go. Arms up and legs up. So lift your arms up and bring your gaze up a little bit higher to give your body that roadmap for where you want it to go. Touch your toes. Touch your toes. Good. Lock your knees. Bring the legs together. Use your glutes. Lift your legs up a little higher. Upper body goes up for 3, 2, 1. Turn to face your left, or your right, excuse me. Arms down by your side. Find your focal point and just breathe. Good, floor bow. Bend your knees and grab your feet from the outside. Grab below your toes.
Okay.
Chin is out, your neck is long on the floor. Inhale, breathing, begin to kick your feet straight back and then up towards the ceiling. Your arms are straight. Lock out your elbows, and then your eye gaze looks into your own eyes, and then up a little bit higher. So kick your feet back away from you. It's going to pull open your shoulders. Good. Now the toes kick up towards the ceiling. It's going to lift the upper body off the floor for 3, 2, 1. Please turn to face the left, arms by your side. Keep it simple. One more inhale here. Exhale. Bring your hands to the floor, lift your body up. Bring your water bottle with you. This is a good little water break time. And come to the center of your yoga mat for fixed firm pose. You'll begin with sitting your hips on your heels and grabbing a sip of water here. Do you need a second? You guys can have that. Good, and from here you're going to separate your feet and sit your hips down in between your heels. So your toes and heels are in one line. Now, if this is enough, stay, you keep your hands on the floor. If this is enough, I want you to stay right here. Bikram would say, you can mess with the gods, but you can't mess with your knees. So if this is enough, stay here. If you can do more, right hand to right foot, left hand to left foot, fingertips face the mirror, the right elbow touches the floor, and then the left elbow, shoulders down, and the last and final step is the arms up over your head, elbows into the palms of your hands. So wherever you are, breathe in and out by the nose. The knees gently push down towards the ground, and they very gently just work in a little bit closer together. Good, and then change. Come on up, one elbow at a time, one by one. Turn around, go right to Shavasana. We're going to do 2 sets of all these yoga poses on the floor. So we get a quick little break. I don't think Shavasana is necessarily a break. It's just a time to breathe. Take a conscious breath. Now we're going to do sit-ups in between all the poses. So arms come up, cross your thumbs, flex your toes. Inhale pulls you up. Exhale, grab your toes. Beautiful. Turn around. Let's do it again. So you have the road map the first time around. Now let's say this pose is very humbling, as you all know. But if this is enough, if you know the pose, go on in. But if this is really hard for you, bring your hands to the sides of your body, walk them forward, and bring body weight into your hands. And then from here, you monitor how much body weight you bring with your hips towards the floor. Little bit by little bit, eventually you'll be able to walk your hands back and regain that flexibility. You know, yoga, we're just regaining our natural balance in our body. We all live our lives, we all have things happen that bring an imbalance. So we come here to regain the balance. Good, and gently come on up, one elbow at a time, one by one. Turn around and lie down, Shavasana. So you lie down, find your eye gaze, and take a breath. Sit up, arms come up over your head. Try to keep your legs straight as you come up. Grab your toes, forehead to knees. Turn right around, come to the middle of your yoga mat, please, for half tortoise pose. Sit your hips on your heels. Inhale, arms up over your head, palms form a prayer position. Take an inhale, lengthen your spine, and as you exhale, stretch and reach all the way forward and down. Come on in, bring your forehead all the way down to your yoga mat. The hands are in prayer. Long fingers and then cross your thumbs. Lock out your elbows and stretch and reach your arms forward. Good. So you're just your little baby fingers on the floor. The spine is lengthening as you take a few breaths here. Squeeze your knees together. Pull your navel in, arms with the ears. Inhale. Come on up. Exhale, arms go down. Turn around, relax. Shavasana. Take a breath. Sit up, arms up over your head. You inhale as you come up, then you double blast. Exhale, out by the mouth and grab your toes. Good, turn around for your second set, please. Sit your hips on your heels. Inhale, arms come up as you inhale. Exhale, fold forward and down. Use your breath. Good. Now, if your forehead is not touching the floor, bring your hips up off your feet a little bit. Get your forehead on the floor. Good. Now, re-lengthen your arms. Use your forehead as a little bit of leverage to feel your spine lengthen forward and back. Good. Squeeze your knees together. Pull your navel in. Inhale, pulls the body up. Exhale, the arms open, turn around, and lie down. Palms face up, find your focal point on the ceiling, and just take a breath. Arms up over your head. Let's do a sit-up. Turn around for camel pose. Come to the center of your yoga mat, please, and stand up on your knees. 6 inches between your knees and 6 inches between your toes. You're going to bring your hands to your lower back, your fingers face down. Look in the mirror and see if you can pull your elbows behind you. Inhale, lift your chest up to the ceiling, drop your head back, open your throat, go on down halfway. If this is enough, you stay here with your hands on your lower back. If you can grab your feet, right hand to right foot, left hand to left foot. If that is not happening today, no big deal. Keep your hands on your lower back. Open your throat, open your heart, open the whole front side of your body as you take one more breath, and gently change. Come on up. Turn around, Shavasana. Arms up over your head, legs nice and strong, and double blast. Exhale, forehead to knees. Great, turn around. Stand up on your knees, 8 to 10 inches between your knees this time. You can open them up a little wider. Okay. Palms on your lower back. We just stay in for a few breaths. Inhale, lift your heart up. Exhale, drop your head back. Push your stomach, thighs, and hips forward. Grab onto the heels if you can. If you can't, keep your hands on your lower back. Open your throat. You're going to be talking all day. Let it open. The center of your creativity, your throat. Open your heart. Push your hips forward. Just one more breath here. Good. Turn around. Come on up. Turn around. Shavasana. Let's do a sit-up. Arms up over your head, flex your toes. Inhale, pulls you up. Exhale, push forward. Good. Let's turn around for rabbit pose. Come to the center of your towel, please. Sit your hips on your heels, and you're going to grab your heels from over your towel. It's a loose grip to begin with. Thumbs outside, fingers inside. Inhale, look in the mirror, lengthen your spine. As you exhale, tuck your chin to your chest. Round down through the spine. Come on down, forehead to knees. Grab onto the heels and push your hips up towards the ceiling like you're going to do a somersault forward, but you got that good grip on your heels. You don't do your somersault. Try to get your forehead and knees to touch. Body weight on top of the head, and walk the knees up one by one. Straighten out your arms. Squeeze your arms against your legs as your hips push up. Good, and then gently change. Round on up. Head will come up last. Turn around, Shavasana. That rabbit pose took me years. I did that posture for like years. It took me forever to figure it out. Turn around and relax. So maybe I'm just slow. You know, we all have our own pace with our yoga practice. When we finally hear something and the body can register it. But the one thing I learned in rabbit pose is if you suck in your stomach and breathe, that's how I found it. So let's try it with this next set. Arms up over your head. Take an inhale. Have the inhale pull you up and blow it out. Turn around. Here we go. Grab it. So you bring the towel up over the heels. You get that loose grip to start.
Okay.
You take an inhale, and as you exhale, tuck your chin to your chest and look at your belly right from the very start and start to round down. Suck in your stomach the whole time, like kind of like you're rolling up your yoga mat. You're rolling up your body, really tight and compact. Forehead to the knees as best you can. Top of the head on the floor. Now push your hips up to the ceiling. Good. Now squeeze your arms against the legs. Now look at your stomach and suck it into the spine. And now breathe with your belly pulled in and feel the breath. You might feel it in your neck or in between your shoulder blades or maybe even all the way down the spine into your lower back. And change. Round on up. Good. Turn around and relax. Legs long, arms long. Plugging along, arms up over your head, toes back. Try to grab your toes, forehead to knees. Let's turn around for some separate leg stretching. Let's do one set of this, but let's just do it really nice. We'll get some good instruction and just do it one time.
Okay.
Your right leg is going to come out corner-wise, and you're going to bend your left knee.
Oh.
So the left sole of your foot is in your right inner thigh. Inhale your arms up over your head sideways. Interlace your grip. Tuck your chin to your chest, and you go down to the right.
Okay. How do you do this?
Now bring your forehead to touch your right knee. If it's not touching, bend your right knee as much as you need to. There you go. To get your forehead and knee to touch. Grab your foot 2 inches below your toes. If you cannot grab your foot, bend your knee. Flex your toes towards your face so the heel of your foot is the furthest point away from your body. Now the left shoulder rolls in and down. Roll your left shoulder in, down, down, down with that left shoulder. Working the 2 shoulders in one line. If that right leg is long on the floor, you start to pull your elbows down towards the floor. Good, and change. Come on up. Let's bring the left leg out and then bend your right knee. Good, tuck your chin to your chest and you go on down, forehead to your knee. So the pose is forehead to knee, right? Stretching. So bend your left knee as much as you need to grab onto your foot. Try to bring your thumb underneath your foot, all 5 toes back towards your face, and the heel is kicking away from you. A little bit of pressure on your forehead to your knee, and then your right shoulder rolls in and down. Okay, we're working the 2 shoulders to be in one line. Try to straighten out your left leg a little bit more. Have you taken one conscious breath yet in this pose? If not, right now is your time as you gain a little bit more length in the body. Good, and come on up. So your legs come straight out in front of you. You lie down, just do a quick sit-up to realign the spine. Good, you're gonna move your hips out of the way or walk them back right and left, right and left. These first 2 fingers, you're gonna grab onto your big toe and your thumb space up in the air. All right, so if your back is rounding, I would like for you to bend your knees and straighten out your spine. Good, pull your shoulder blades together. If your knees are bending, you're just gonna work on straightening out your legs with a long spine. Once your legs are straight and your spine is long, that's when you start to bend your arms at the elbows and pull your upper body forward towards your big toes. But if your knees are bending, just work on straightening out your legs and lengthening your spine. Wherever you are, you're using your breath. You're taking an inhale, and as an exhale, you just go a little bit deeper. Let's do 2 more breaths. You take an inhale, make your legs a little bit longer. You take another breath, make your spine a little bit longer. Good, turn around, relax. One more pose. Enjoy your moment here. All right, sit up, arms up, toes back. Blow it out. Good, let's pivot to your right, to the side mirror, and bend your left leg on the floor, and bring your right knee up and over your left knee corner for a spine twist. You're gonna bend your left leg on the floor, and bring your right foot up and over that knee corner. Left leg bends, right foot up and over. I should do it this way. Okay, good. Bring your right arm behind you. It's like a kickstand to lengthen your spine with your right arm behind you. Inhale, your left arm all the way up and then over. Have it push that right knee back and try to grab your knee that's on the floor. Your chin's gonna look over your shoulder as you twist your spine. Good. Take an inhale as you lengthen your spine. As you exhale, you're gonna twist. Gently move the arms. Come down. There you go. Good. Drop your right hip bone down to the floor if it's off the floor. Now this right arm behind you is a kickstand. If you can keep your spine long without it, you can wrap it around and grab onto your shorts or your inner thigh. But if you need it, you just keep it there. Inhale, lengthen your spine. And exhale, you twist your spine. Just one more breath. Good, do a little counter twist if you need it. And then let's switch the legs. So now the right knee is bent on the floor and the heel of your left foot goes up and over. Good, you have your left arm behind you as a kickstand. Inhale your right arm up and then over. Have that right arm gently push back that left leg. Try to grab your knee that's down on the floor.
Oh my God.
Good, and you're breathing. Inhale, lengthening your spine. Exhale and twisting.
My God.
Great. Let's bring this foot up here a little bit. Oh, good. Right. Drop your left hip down to the ground. Now this left arm that's behind you, if you can keep your spine straight without it, wrap it around. Grab a piece of your costume here. Take one more breath. Twist a little deeper if you can. And then change. Do a counter twist if you'd like. And lie down.
Ouch.
All right, we got our last sit up. Arms up over your head. Inhale pulls you up. Exhale, blow it out. Turn around for final breathing. Sit your hips on the heels. So this breathing is like blowing out a candle. So just imagine you have a candle you're trying to blow out. So your belly's going to be big. You get to let it hang out. I'm just going to demonstrate. It's going to be in and out by the mouth. It will look and sound like this. The navel pulls into the spine as an exhale. If it gets confusing, just take a break and then try to join back in. But just imagine blowing out a candle. So eye gaze forward, find your focal point, relax your belly. Everyone inhale. Good. Swallow a couple times, turn around, and relax in your final Shavasana. You can open up your legs a little bit wider if it feels good. Open your arms a little bit further away from the body. And you can close your eyes. And allow the floor to support the weight of your body. In these moments of deep relaxation is where your body and mind integrate all the benefits of your hard work here. Take a moment to feel your heartbeat. The blood pulse through the veins. Feel the vitality coming into your body. Please take a few more moments here to rest. And while you're in the yoga room, no talking. Some people, this is the only time they get all day to themselves. So just silence in here. It's been a pleasure teaching all of you, and I look forward to teaching you again soon. Namaste.
Namaste. Hey you guys, this is Michelle Goldstein with Heart Alchemy Yoga. And before we get started today, I just want to mention this promotion that we're doing with Threads for Thought. So Threads for Thought is an eco-conscious clothing company, and they've donated for us 15 pairs of women's yoga pants. They're all made from recycled plastic bottles, and I'm wearing a pair of them right now. So they've donated these 15 pairs of pants, and in order to enroll in the competition, all you have to do is post this video to your Facebook page, and then go to this link right here and post on that link the link to your Facebook page post as well as your email address so that we can confirm your entry. So over the next couple of months, we'll be picking 15 people who've posted the videos, and we'll send you out a pair of these amazing pants. They're super comfortable too. They're super soft and very well made. So we're stoked for that. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started with our practice today. So we're filming here at the Springs in downtown Los Angeles, and I'm here with Christian, amazing yogi. Let's go ahead and come to child's pose. So separate your knees a little wider than your hips. Sink your bottom down towards your heels. And just start to drop into your breathing practice. Just notice that you're breathing through your nose.
Okay, that's done.
And allow your breath to become deeper. And then with that deep breathing, come up to your hands and your knees. And let's go ahead and just tuck the toes under and come right into your first downward dog. We're just going to do a quick flow practice today. These seem to be very popular. We get lots of requests for more of them, so we're happy to oblige. I'm a huge proponent of practicing yoga every day, or at least, as often as you can. And with our busy schedules, we don't always have the time for a full hour or hour and a half. So as you drop into your breathing, it's like pretty powerful what you can get done in a short period of time when you really dedicate yourself to it. So go ahead and shift forward to plank pose on an inhale, and then just draw the hips back to down dog on the exhale. And again, inhale, shift forwards to plank. Lengthen the tailbone down towards your heels. And exhale back to downward facing dog. And last time here, inhale to plank. And this time, exhale, lower halfway down to chaturanga. And flip over the tops of the feet. Come to upward dog. And exhale, hips back, downward facing dog pose. Good, deep breath. Start to flex your thighs so the kneecaps lift and legs press back into the hip sockets. Okay, and then step your right foot up to your hands. And just be in a runner's lunge here. I usually come onto my fingertips. I feel like it helps give a little more space in the upper back, so maybe you check that out. You could also take your hands to blocks if it helps give you more space. Just take one more breath here. Step back to downward dog. And again, inhale to plank. And exhale, lower. Inhale, upward dog. And exhale, back, downward dog. Good. Step your left foot up to your hands. Maybe come up onto your fingertips. Definitely sit the hips low enough that your left knee is at least at a 90-degree angle. And just draw the left thigh back into the hip socket, into its hip socket. Get some extension in your upper back so you're not rounding forwards. You want to lengthen the spine. And just one more big breath. to downward dog. And again, inhale, plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath through your nose.
Power yoga workout strong.
Push up out of your shoulders.
44 minutes.
Allow your neck to soften. When you're ready, go ahead and look forwards.
Michelle.
Bring your feet to the front of your mat. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Come halfway up.
Let's go.
Exhale, fold in half.
Lunge.
And then inhale, rise up to stand up. Circle the arms. And fold forwards. We'll come all the way down. Just keep it moving. Inhale, lengthen out. Exhale, step to plank. And lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, back, downward facing dog pose. Deep breath, you guys. Just do a scan maybe of your body and notice what can you wake up a little bit to bring more integrity to the pose, and what can you relax, what can you soften. You step your right foot up to your hands. Come up to crescent pose now on the back toes. So we're just diving right in. Lengthen the tailbone down and lift the frontal hip points up. I was working with somebody last night, a private student, and I was noticing that he was having a very difficult time getting any length in his spine at all. So I had him bend his back knee. If you find that that helps you, and it helped him a lot actually, if it helps you to bend the back knee, you can try that, see what happens. Sometimes I even bend the back knee, lengthen the tailbone down, and then extend out through the left heel to straighten the left leg. So you can try that as well. And then bring the palms together in front of your heart. And just step the left foot up to the front of your mat to meet your right. Good. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, lengthen out. And exhale, step back or jump back to chaturanga. It's your choice. Lower down. Inhale, upward dog. And exhale, back, downward dog. Good. Push up out of your shoulders. Keep that upper back really active. And then step your left foot up to your hands. Come up to crescent. Crescent lunge. So keep that pelvic tilt, tailbone lengthens down. Maybe bend the back knee a little bit. You can try it. Again, it's always worth trying. You know, if it doesn't work for you, then okay, you can ditch it for now, you know, but if you do find a technique that works, then how awesome that you tried, you know? When you straighten the back leg, you'll definitely get more of a psoas stretch, more of a quad stretch, so that might be nice too. It just depends on what you're working with in your body. Now soften the shoulders. Just take one more breath in. And then as you exhale, palms together at your heart and step the right foot up to meet the left. Good, you guys. Bend your knees, chair pose, inhale. And then fold forwards on your exhale. Lengthen Ardha Uttanasana, inhale. Exhale, make your way back. You can step or jump. Lower down. Inhale, upward dog. Good. Exhale, back to down dog. Step your right foot up to your hands. Spin the back heel flat. Come up to warrior one pose for a breath. Big inhale, bend the right knee. Lower the hands down to the mat. Step to plank and lower. Inhale, up dog. Good. Exhale, back, down dog. Step the left foot through, back heel flat. Come up, warrior one pose, inhale. And exhale, release the hands to your mat. Step back and lower down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, back, down dog. Deep breath. So see if you can firm up your triceps a
Let's
little bit. That's the
go.
upper outer arms. Firm those in
Headstand.
and work the inner hand down. So your thumb and pointer finger press.
Headstands, abs.
Inhale up on your toes. Exhale, look forwards and walk or hop the feet up to your hands. Lengthen, inhale. Fold, exhale. Okay, bend your knees, chair pose, inhale. And then exhale, fold in half. Inhale, lengthen out. Exhale, step or jump to chaturanga. So chaturanga is a pose, right? Inhale, up dog. It's,
I don't think the same.
make sure that you take it. Exhale, down dog. Don't just breeze through it. Step the right foot through. Come up, warrior one for a breath. And release the hands to your mat. Step back. Lower down, chaturanga. It's halfway down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Left foot steps through, back heel flat. Warrior one, come up. Inhale. And exhale, release to plank and lower down. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, back, downward dog. Smooth, steady breath.
Fuck me, bro.
Keep the
Fuck
quads
me.
flexed. That will help to
Whoa,
release
dude.
your hamstrings.
Dude's fucking sore.
And then when you're ready, we'll bring the feet to our hands again. So look forwards, look where you're going, hop or walk. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, chair pose, inhale. And exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, vinyasa, make your way back.
Let's go back in the crow.
Inhale up.
Come on.
Exhale, down dog. Step the right foot through. Come up, warrior one. Big breath in. Reach up.
Your headstand.
Exhale, release. Plank
Just one more pose, I can't.
and lower down. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, down dog. Step the left foot through. Come up, warrior one. Inhale, bend that left knee, root the back foot, and release the hands. Step to plank and lower down. Inhale up. Exhale back. Good. Lift the right leg, inhale. Exhale, step the right foot through. Come to warrior one for a breath. And open up to warrior two pose for a breath. Good, you guys. Reverse warrior, big breath in, reach up and back. Exhale the hands down to your mat. Step to down dog, lift the right leg up, inhale. Exhale the right knee to the left elbow for a breath. Good, inhale, lift your right leg up. Exhale the right knee to the right elbow for a breath. And inhale, lift the right leg. Exhale, bring the right knee into your chest, shift forward to plank. And then just come to plank pose, both legs straight. Lower down. Good, inhale, upward dog.
5.
Exhale back, down dog. Lift the left leg, inhale. Exhale, step through. Come up, warrior one. Open up to warrior two. Good, sweep up and back, reverse warrior, inhale. Exhale the hands to your mat. Step to down dog, lift the left leg, inhale. Exhale, left knee to right elbow. Inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale, left knee to left elbow for a breath. Good, inhale, lift the left leg up. Exhale, left knee to your chest, shift forwards.
Nothing wrong with it.
Pose both legs straight.
That's not good.
Lower it down.
Move forward.
Inhale up. Exhale back. Good, deep breath.
That was clean.
Good, step your right foot up to your hands, come to warrior one.
Let's do the other side.
Let's go ahead and open up to warrior two pose. Warrior two, deep breath. So I was talking to a student was talking to me actually after one of my classes here in LA this week, and he said, okay, I see what your formula is now. He's like, yeah, you warm us up a lot, like the first 15-20 minutes is just non-stop movement, and then
I heal.
you move into these deeper holds. And by the time we end, you know, there's a lot of stillness. It's cool. There's a lot of cooling down and shavasana. He's like, you never skimp on shavasana. And on these videos, we do kind of skimp on shavasana, kind of leaving that one up to you a lot of the time. But the point is to get really warm and then just move into your body respectfully and allow it to open. Just take one more breath here. Straighten the right leg. Come to triangle pose. Lengthen forwards. Take the right hand either to your right shin or to a block. Maybe you grab the floor with the right hand.
Come on,
Reach
Wayne.
the left arm up. Flex your quadriceps.
All right, let's go
And
here.
externally rotate the shoulders so the shoulders
Here.
move down the back. Today, let's go ahead and take the left arm and reach it over the left ear for a few breaths. Now work the back leg, the left leg presses straight. Firm the right hip into the
Abs
midline of your
step.
body.
80 minutes.
And as you take the shoulders away from the ears,
Flower.
reach through the left fingertips. Soften your jaw. And come on up to warrior two pose, bend the right knee. Lower the hands down to your mat. Step to plank. Bring your feet together and let's roll to the outer left foot now. Reach the right arm up for side plank. So to modify, you know, you can put your left knee down on the ground like this, or you can take your right foot to the floor in front of you like this, like a kickstand. Otherwise, both legs straight, push up out of the left shoulder. So just check it out. Just make sure that you're making a wise choice about what option you choose. Lift the hips up. Bring the right hip up and over slightly so that the frontal hip points point straight in front of you. Good, you guys. Now lower the right hand down. Come to plank. And either shift back to down dog or lower halfway down chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, back. Downward dog. Good. Step the left foot through. Come up, warrior one. Now open up to warrior two. So there is a formula. I mean, as rebellious as I've always kind of been in my life, when it comes to sequencing a yoga practice, it's like the wheel works best round, which is why we keep the wheel round. And it's fun to get somewhat creative with the sequencing, but the reality is that to safely open the body, it's kind of best to stick to warming up with some sun salutes, doing some external standing poses like we're doing right now, and then moving in for twists and then coming to the floor. So there is a formula. Within the familiarity of that formula, often we can find a lot of peace, actually. We can start to access the subconscious mind. When we're in something familiar, we don't have to think too much about it. Just sit down one more inch.
That's true.
Good. Now press the left leg straight. Lengthen forwards with the left arm. And come in for triangle pose. So when we don't have to use the thinking mind too much, it's familiar. This is familiar for many of us. Then you can kind of relax into it in a whole other way, even if you're working. Reach the right arm over the right ear for a few breaths. Keep the legs engaged. Keep the connection of your feet and the ground beneath you. Like, just Keep the awareness of that connection.
Yes.
Lengthen through the side body,
No.
both sides of your body, shoulders down the back.
One.
Deeply breathing. Come up to warrior two. Bend your left knee. And lower the hands to your mat. Step to plank.
4.
Bring your feet together. Roll to the outer right foot. Reach the left arm up to the sky for side plank. And again, any variation that works best for your body, I suggest that. Flex the thighs, firm the belly. Good, relax your face.
Let's do.
And bring the left hip up and over just slightly so that the hips,
No, not yet.
oftentimes the top hip will start to rotate upwards. We don't really want that so much. We want the hip points to face forwards, right in front of your face. Take one more breath. Could you guys release the left hand
Other
down?
side.
And either back to dog or vinyasa if you want it.
Anything on there right now?
Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, back, downward dog. Deep breath.
And then we're gonna do circles. 3 downs.
Okay, step your right foot up to your hands.
1.
Come up to crescent pose on the back toes. Take the arms up. Okay, so we're going to wrap the left arm underneath the right arm for eagle wrap. And then can you step the left leg up and over the right leg for eagle pose? So if you can't fully wrap the pose with the arms or the legs, that's fine. You know, in yoga, we always want the pose to fit our bodies as opposed to trying to make our bodies fit into a pose.
Last one.
You know, just yoga with an agenda is not yoga. So, and it can be confusing when you're starting out because you're looking for instruction and you want your pose to look like the person who's teaching you. And the reality is that our bodies are so different.
Yes.
Soften the shoulders, find a little space within it. Just take one more breath here, you guys. We're gonna come to standing splits. Release the arms and legs, extend the left leg back, and just fold forwards. You can grab a block or 2 blocks if it helps you get the right leg straight with the hands on the floor. Get your shoulders away from your ears. Some of you maybe walk your hands back towards your right foot or maybe even grab your right ankle with your right hand.
Alright, let's do
Spread your toes, take one more breath,
let's do
and then softly step the left foot straight back behind you.
sit up.
Come to warrior one pose. And open up to warrior two. Okay, so again, reverse warrior, inhale. And up and over for side angle pose on the exhale. You can bring the right hand to the floor or the right elbow to the right thigh. I find that bringing the hand down lower, even if you're using a block, gives a much better stretch than keeping the forearm on the thigh, but you know, that's me and my body, so you know, just make sure you're listening to what your body tells you. Get enough space that you can get rotation in your spine. So the heart, if you think about the sternum, you want that to start to rotate up towards the ceiling. Left arm over the left ear. Feel the right thigh sink down a little bit. Good, one more breath here, you guys. And then come on up to warrior two. And release your hands down to your mat. Okay, we're gonna step back to plank, lift the right leg up. And then just set your left knee down on your mat. Walk your right hand under your right shoulder and lower the right hip so that it's level with the left. Okay, reach the left arm forwards. And so stage one, stay just like this. Stage two, bend your right knee and catch your right foot with your left hand. So spread the toes. And as you drop the right hip a little bit, it'll help you open into the left shoulder more. So explore the stretch behind the left shoulder blade, the rhomboid muscles. push up out of the right shoulder. And just one more breath, you guys. Use your core strength. Straighten the right leg back, left arm forwards for a breath. And then lower the hand and knee down. Okay, just come to plank, tuck the toes under, lengthen the legs back, and lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, back, downward dog. Good, step your left foot up to your hands. Come up to crescent.
Yes.
Crescent lunge. Okay, wrap the right arm underneath the left arm for eagle wrap. And softly step the right leg up and over the left. Keep your sense of humor, you know, like your yoga is not dependent on balance. Like the practice is not, I mean, it is learning how to balance, but it's also learning how to fall. And so just to remember that, you know, that the two work together. And the two that I'm talking about are any two opposites that you can think of. Up, down, left, right,
that's
you know
profound.
the drill. So honor what's happening without too much attachment
Plank.
to results. Right? Yoga with agenda is not yoga. One more breath. Okay, unravel, come to standing splits.
Plank with the-
Release the arms and legs. Hands
Block.
down.
Cock.
Just allow your body to settle into it. Look, your body may not feel like it's settling into anything. It may feel like it's resisting everything. That's okay. If that's the case, use some blocks, get some space.
5, 4.
But what can you relax? That will help you settle in. Maybe you take the left arm, wrap it around the left ankle. Good. Spread your toes. Keep the legs engaged so the quads flex, the fronts of the legs flex. And step back to warrior one with the right foot. Now open up to warrior two.
5,
Okay, reverse warrior, inhale.
6,
I don't know if we did that on the other side, but we're doing it now and then coming for side angle.
7,
Left either elbow to left eye or left fingertips to the ground or a block.
8.
Right arm over the right ear. Make sure that you draw the left hip into the midline of your body. So in this pose, it's kind of common for the hip, the front hip, to drop back behind you and collapse out. Do the opposite. Hug it in so that your left hip points to your right foot. Does that make sense? Check it out. And by the way, if it doesn't ever make sense, like if you hear alignment cues in yoga classes and it doesn't make sense, just keep breathing, everybody. Sometimes it takes years to really understand what something means. Just to be open to receiving it instead of shutting it down will keep you an avid learner. It'll keep you learning and growing. Now sit down one more inch. Good, one more breath. Come up to warrior two. Good, release the hands to your mat. Step to plank, lift the left leg. Set your right knee down. Good, left hand under the left shoulder, right arm forwards. So there's a tendency for this left hip to open. Drop it down a little bit so that the hips are level. And then maybe you bend the left knee and catch the left foot with the right hand. And gently give it a little kick. If you can't reach your foot, it's fine. Stay in stage one. It's all good. Really. It makes me sad when I hear people say that they suck at yoga, because if you can make it to your mat, then I think you're awesome at yoga. That's the biggest challenge, you know? Never mind some fancy yoga pose or, upper back variation. Give it one last little something. Then extend the left leg back, right arm forwards. Use your core muscles. And then lower the hand and the knee down. Okay, one last vinyasa. Tuck the toes, come to plank. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale back, downward facing dog pose. You could sigh. That's one of the really nice things about practicing at home too. It's like it doesn't matter in a studio, but it really doesn't matter at home, right? Set your knees down on your mat and stand up on your knees. Okay, so we'll take 2 back bends. We're gonna come in for camel. I like the knees about hips width apart in camel. If the knees are too wide, it gets pinchy in the low back. If the knees are too close, it gets hard to lift up out of the lower back. So about hips width apart. You can take your hands to your butt and literally just lengthen the tailbone down, lengthen the fleshy part of your butt down towards the ground, lift the chest up. Bring the shoulder blades together onto your back. Chin a little forward so you can
Hello?
clear the back of your neck. Get
Hi,
lots of
Wade.
space there.
How are you today?
Good. Who is this?
This is Lisa at the
Oh.
Benton. I was just trying to follow up and see what happened to the rest of your documents.
Yes, I'm working on it. I was planning to get them in today. I did have a question because
Okay.
we have heard that phase 2. Well, actually, you already told me that I could come and see the apartment. Now, because the lady I spoke to, I forget her name. I have her email though, but she said I can bring them in also. The doc-
Yes, you can bring the documents in. Correct.
And then could I also see the place when I do?
Yeah, that'll be fine. You can see it while you're here. Yeah.
Do you and you don't work Saturdays, right? Will you be here this
No,
Saturday?
she works on Saturday.
Okay, that would be great.
Miss Kendall.
Yeah.
Miss Kendall will be here, or Sierra will be here they're here 10 to 4 on Saturday.
Would that be too late? Is that too much time to bring the documents?
Actually, we should have had the documents yesterday because they don't like to go over 48 hours. 72 is pushing it.
Okay.
So we really should have had the documents yesterday.
Oh, I didn't know. Yeah.
So yeah, pushing it to Saturday is actually, yeah.
Okay, so let me.
We need to get it because the compliance department has 48 hours to go over your whole file. So we try to get everything in as soon as we possibly can because it can take them a couple days to go over your file, and then if things aren't always correct, they're sending it back going, you need to correct this, you need to correct that, and it can take some time.
Gotcha. Okay, well then I'm definitely going to get them back over today.
Thank you.
So you guys can have them. And the only difficulty I'm gonna have is I don't know if I can get them by 5:30, but if I get them there by like 7, is that okay?
If you can get them emailed over, that's great.
Okay, definitely today I'll have them all signed, taken care of, emailed over today for sure.
Perfect. Sounds great.
Okay.
Yeah, and if you want to come by, and because we are opening up to doing, in-house tours, but they are doing that by appointment only. But
Gotcha.
you already